The market, after that brief pause on the start here, the market sold off hard today, which we can see was starting to roll over and did a doji. The Dow did a doji yesterday, Friday, right on the T line, which meant it needed to open positive and trade positive to stay up. If it opened lower, good possibility was going down. Was it going to go down this magnitude? That we didn't know. However, we can see that this market has been in moves to the upside with pullbacks. But more compelling is the evidence that we're seeing in the markets on this uptrend, where they pulled it back, took it back up, pulled it back hard, took it up, pulled it back hard, took it back up, pulled it back hard. This is why the Japanese rice traders say, let the market tell you what the market is doing. Market seems to be coming up, then they have a hard sell-off. So is this the time they're going to turn around and head south? That we don't know. But if we can observe candlestick bullish signals following, we know that pretty much they've pulled back, did profit taking, and now the uptrend continues. Now, this doesn't do much for projecting what the market's going to do from here, but it does a lot for telling you what the market is actually doing so that you can plan accordingly. There were many charts today that had been showing a little bit of weakness over the past few days, such as DDD, bearish engulfing signal, an evening star type signal, and now a close below the T line. This is the type of position that you want to close out. Is there a prospect that it will do another J-hook type pattern like we saw down here and start back up? That is definitely a possibility. However, why take that risk? Anytime we see a close below the T line, this is the black line right here, the 8 exponential moving average, which is a very efficient and effective trend analytical tool. If we see a candlestick signal and a close below the T line, the probabilities are that there's in a downtrend. And that we had quite a few charts that looked like this today. On the other hand, we also had charts that looked like this because of the pattern. Here's a fry pan bottom pattern breakout that told us that we wanted to be in this on positive trading because it would be breaking out through this area. And notice that this stock was up strong today after being bought on a positive open today, or a positive open here telling us we were heading toward this breakout area. But notice what the results are. Even on a very strong selling day, a price pattern will still move positive because it's got its own investor sentiment buildup in here, which is not concerned about the market in general. Another recommendation that we did recently was coming out of this fry pan bottom, which was GALE, and doing a J-hook pattern, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Now it gapped up here with stochastics heading up. So what allows us to stay into some positions that were up big on a big down day? Well, candlestick signals and patterns work just as effectively on a 1-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute chart combination as they do on a daily, weekly, and monthly combination. So when this one gapped up today, as we can see, there wasn't really any aggressive selling. And once it got back to the 10-minute chart, 50-minute, the 50 moving average, we saw another buy signal and they took it back up. So essentially, after a big price move today, they didn't sell it off very heavily. That told us the bulls were still in this trade. This is not rocket science. This is just using the graphics that the Japanese rice traders provided for us with an understanding of what the bullish signals are and what the nature was of the signals. For example, notice how the bodies are real small on these trades or these formations during these time frames. That tells you there's indecision. So they're not selling this off with very great decisiveness. So we'd still stay in this. This is the nice thing about candlestick analysis, is we can see exactly what's going on in investor sentiment based upon a graphic depiction. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.